Welcome back to the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. Where we left off, we had escaped a dragon attack and been tasked to head into Bleak Falls Barrow by a couple of different people. A storekeeper down in Riverwood and also the Jarl of Whiterun here. So, I've got...
Dragons I can handle. But this
Yeah,
talk
great.
of dragons, world's gone mad, I say.
Yeah, world's gone mad, he says. I've got a couple of errands to take care of first. Now, actually, let me... It's going to be right up here. So, we're going to go into the temple. And this is something I mentioned in the last episode. We're going to take advantage of the altar here inside the temple. Now, hitting the altar will clear off any, negative status effects we've got. So I'm going to go through and eat one of every alchemy ingredient I have discovered to learn their primary effects. Then immediately talk to the shrine to remove any negative ones.
Can hardly stand it.
The pain is so great. What did I...
Guess you don't have anything to say. Okay. So what that did for me is now if you look on the right-hand side, I have the first magical effect of all these different ingredients known to me. So I'm actually going to wait until morning. And then I'm going to go use the alchemy lab in the alchemist shop. I think I have to wait another hour for everyone to come out and wake up. There we go.
I spend a lot of time at the market stall so I can learn the merchant's trade.
Oh, you
I
did?
need more experience if I'm going to run an inn someday. Once I've made enough money trading with the Khajiit caravans, I'm going to buy the bannered mare from Hulda.
That's ambitious. So you're looking to become a merchant?
Before my ma and da passed, I told them that one day I'd become the best trader in Skyrim. I met one of the caravan leaders, Madran. He said he'd help me get started if I could bring him a mammoth's tusk. Easier said than done.
Maybe I can help.
You do that? If you find one, I could teach you a thing or two about trading. Help you get a fair bargain in the future?
Well, sounds fair.
Farewell.
Of course, we don't know that she's secretly a drug dealer. Oh yeah, spoiler alert, she's down with the moon sugar. Does some skooma dealing on the side.
You look rather pale. Pardon
Thank you.
me, but do I detect a case of the rattles? I've got something for that. Got a pretty full stock of potions and alchemy reagents.
Alright, no butterfly wings, unfortunately. That was the main thing I was looking for here. Do you have... Ooh, Enchanter's Potion. That's actually disproportionately valuable, but I'm not going to spend money on it now. I'm mostly just looking to see what she's got.
Come back anytime if you need a remedy.
Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to craft up a whole bunch of enchanting potions. I'm sorry. There we go.
Interesting mixture. Keep experimenting. You'll improve
Got some
with
healing
practice.
potions.
I
That'll
sell
get us
cures
started.
for all-
And again, you know, I'll be chugging those healing potions like candy.
You know nothing. Nothing of our struggles, our suffering.
And I also want to hit Bellathor's General Goods.
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for.
I'm
If
looking for
not,
your
let me
money.
know. Everything's for sale. Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
Like I said, I'm looking for your money. So you're going to buy my banded iron armor. You may also buy random stuff that I may have found along the way. Food. I'm not a big food user. At least not yet. Now, alchemy can also be a really good moneymaker. You know, you notice I crafted a couple of potions there.
Do come back.
some of them can actually sell for quite a bit. So it's not to be overlooked. Now our first step, before I go into Bleak Falls Barrow, I'm actually going to go run an errand. And this is something that I mentioned in the video I posted like 6-7 months ago with how I normally do the opening for a new character. I'm going to go tag something called the Steed Stone. It's one of the standing stones, but it increases your carry weight and everything, and makes it so that the armor you're wearing doesn't weigh anything. And where I'm a heavy armor guy with this character,
I can take you to any of the... Where do you want to go?
I want to go to Solitude.
Climb and back, and we'll be off.
That actually ends up
First
being
time to Solitude?
a really valuable buff.
Beautiful old city. Capital of Skyrim, but I'm sure you already knew that.
Because for some of these early dungeons, we need to have lots of carry weight, basically to go in and do a Monty haul. Early on in the game, we gotta really focus on building up our gold. All right, let me tag this. Okay. So I've got the farm discovered. I can fast travel back here. I'm not going to bother going into the city yet. I don't have anything there to do. Where we're going is right up here, so I'm going to have to hoof it. And I'm going to tag the Temple of Meridia on the way. So I will speed up the uneventful travel, and maybe we'll get lucky and something happens. Okay, so this was a little out of the way, but if you look at this buff, it was worth it. Those under the sign of the steed can carry more and do not suffer a movement penalty from armor. So our armor isn't going to slow us down, and we have increased our carrying capacity. So that, again, ends up being really valuable early on. So now we're going to Bleak Falls Barrow. There's a number of ways to get there. I find Anis's cabin to be the quickest. We can just sort of go up the side of the mountain road. Oh. Is that a stray horse? With a dead bandit. Okay. Always great to find a random horse. That was extremely convenient for an early game find. It would be more convenient if I could make better use out of it. And that's what I forgot to get. I forgot to buy a pickaxe. Oh well, live and learn. Hello.
You picked a bad time to get lost, friend.
Did I? Did I really pick a bad time to get lost? Yeah. That's what you get. And the body's kipping around on the ground. That's not a glitch. That's one of the mods I'm running. Adds a little bit of blood and gore. All right, suits in the chest. That's it. You guys died for 71 gold and a shield. Crappy bandits. Make more gold than that running errands for people. Just goes to show, when you're up against the Paladin Dragonborn here, crime does not pay. Oh, I think... Is that the wrong way? Got turned around? Yeah, there we go. Now, there's usually a few of them up here. Yeah, there we go. You can sometimes take one of them out before you even get up there.
Are you prepared to die?
Are you? Yeah, how you like me now?
Do your worst.
Alright. How was that? Okay. Now I'm sure that I'm already getting a little low on weight. So I'm not going to be taking all of the trash. Good chunk of it, but not all of it. And we'll head into Bleak Falls Temple. What could possibly go wrong in here? Well, we start off with some dead bodies.
That dark elf wants to go on ahead, let him. Better than us risking our necks.
What if Arvel doesn't come back? I want my share from that cloth.
Just shut it. Keep an eye out for trouble.
Well, these two were just talking about being on guard duty. And I overheard them talking about that golden claw. There we go. So we're definitely going in the right direction. Now I realize, again, I have not taken my level up yet. There are definitely perks that could help right now, but I'm gonna forego them in favor of doing some skill training after I'm done here. So typically what I do is, when I'm done with Bleak Falls Barrow, I'm gonna head over to Riften and do some smithing training before I take my level ups. It's gonna drain like all of my money, but it's worth it to get in the habit of doing some of that early on. Spooky old Nord ruin. What's this guy doing? Well, that didn't work out too well for him. Steel sword. I think that is an upgrade. It is. Okay, so we've got one of our classic Nord puzzles here. Snake, snake, whale. Snake. Snake. Whale. Amazing what happens when you actually pay attention. You don't get killed by all those arrows. And we'll take a soul gem, even though we can't charge it yet. we'll find some ability to do that later. Damn skeevers. Alright. And I don't remember for sure. I think doing the shield block there still gets you blocking skill. That paralysis poison, that was good.
Is someone coming? Is that you, Hartnir? Bjorn? Solene?
Someone's coming, but it's not any of those people.
Not again! Help!
Oh, well, hello.
Kill it! Kill it!
I'm gonna try.
Don't let it get me! Help! Get it
Big
away
old
from
frostbite
me.
spider.
Get it away. Keep it away from me! Get me out of here!
Gotta heal up first, buddy.
Get me out of here! Help me
That
out
corpse
of here!
freaking out.
Don't leave me for RK's sake! You! Over here!
You did it. You killed it. Now cut me down before anything else shows up.
Where's the golden claw?
Yes, the claw. I know how it works. The claw, the markings, the door in the Hall of Stories. I know how they all fit together.
Good.
Help me down and I'll show you. You won't believe the power the Nords have hidden there.
Fine, I'll see if I can cut you down.
Sweet breath of RK, thank you. It's coming loose. I can feel it. You fool. Why should I share the treasure with anyone?
Hey. Hey. I cut you down. Where you going?
Huh?
We've got some Draugr. Aw, poor Arval. Well, he betrayed my Paladin and got what was coming. Alright, let me see if any of these... The Ancient Nord Mace is an upgrade. As crazy as that is. And that is an obvious trap that I am not going to step on. And we'll read Arval's journal just for good measure. Yep, tells us that we know about the Golden Claw. And there's a chest up here. Always good to grab. Come on. And it's Apprentice, not Novice, so we get a little bit of skill up from it. Whoop. And can we... Nope. Oh. Yeah. Hey. There. Take some mace. Now I think their bow is actually an upgrade too. Well, before that... There we go. Yeah, I think the bow that I got off these guys... Yep. So we're going all out with our Ancient Nord stuff. Well, that's classic. We'll shut that down. More Draugr. You guys just don't stop. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, but I got too much I'm carrying. And I'll let that fire burn out. Maybe the Draugr will walk into it because they're not really too smart. Hey, blocked it. Alright. And I'm not going to be taking too much off these guys right now. I'm mostly checking them for gold and garnets. Yeah, they do occasionally have gems. That's kind of what I was looking for. Because we're running low on carry weight. More you guys. There. Cave in that skull that was already dead. Get moseying through here. Glowing mushrooms. Want those. And again, that's more alchemy stuff. These glowing mushrooms, I don't remember what they're used for, but I remember needing lots of them. I haven't actually done like a proper playthrough of Skyrim in a while. And you know, as I mentioned earlier, I have a bad habit of re-rolling characters after one or two of the major quest lines. But for this guy, I'm going to try and stick with it. So it'll be fun to actually do some higher level gameplay. Because, you know, I do tend to like the lower level stuff. Prices are 10% better. That's not bad for now. Dump a bunch of this hide that I don't really need, and it's just taking up weight. Now, there's usually a chest down here, I think? Yeah. And a dead skeever. Oh, well. Immediately snap the lockpick on a novice lock. That's embarrassing. And we're running. He's trying to hoof it. Stupid Draugr. Yeah. I'll take your gold, but your sword is just too heavy. Here we go. Now we're getting into the inner sanctum. And it, you know, it surprised me when I first played Skyrim. I mean, this is the first proper dungeon you go into, and it is actually pretty long. Yeah, come on down. Yeah, that's alright. Come on through the fire. Right in the chest. Okay. Stamina poison. I'll probably sell that. Arrows. And I know, I realize that, like, with minor injuries, like right there, I would probably heal that naturally by the time I get to, you know, the next whatever. But I try and use the healing spell a lot early on, trying to gain some restoration points. Because restoration is tedious and slow to level sometimes. So let's take a look at the Golden Claw. Looks like it's Bear, Butterfly, Owl. Okay. We very conveniently figured out the puzzle. Oh, and we got some bats. Yeah, I think there are a couple of ore nodes in here, but I forgot to make a pickaxe because I'm dumb. Now, there are also usually a couple of extra chests in here, I think. Yeah, here we go. Nice. That was a pretty good chest. And I think there's one or two more over on the other side. Yeah, just some gold, but we'll take it. Now we'll see what's going on up here. What's this? Interesting. We've got words on the wall burning into my psyche here. I don't think it works on him, but we'll do it anyway. Now, for a good measure, I think we've also got, yep, we'll fortify health. This is kind of the first, like, boss fight. The Draugr Overlord isn't actually too tough, but he does have that enchanted weapon. And he shouts at you. That was extremely loud. And that Great Sword of Chills will be good for disenchantment. Alright, so let's get out of here. We've got a couple of quests to turn in. We can return the Golden Claw back to the Riverwood Trader. Then we'll bring that Dragonstone back up to Whiterun and see what happens. Carrying too much to run is what's going to happen. There. That was efficient. A 1 pound drop. I love that there's a random little potion there. It's very convenient. Alright, so we're going to fast travel back to Riverwood. We're going to pawn off a bunch of gear. Get rid of the Golden Claw.
Whatever you need. Buy Ysmir if it's simple and strong. I can forge it. Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage?
Kind of both, actually. But for right now, I'm just looking for your money. Kind of draining this guy dry. But that's, that's kind of the thing early on. And the blacksmith supplies, I am not going to sell. I'll be keeping all of that.
The sooner you find the claw, the sooner our lives can get back to normal.
Well, I found it.
You found it? There it is! Strange. It seems smaller than I remember. Funny thing, huh?
Yeah, funny thing.
I'm gonna put this back where it belongs. I'll never forget this. You've done a great thing for me and my sister.
Well, that's kind of what I do.
Thank you so much for taking, a bit of this and a bit of that.
And what I'll have you do now is buy up some of this other stuff that the blacksmith wasn't interested in. Okay.
All right, then.
It's a fine day with you. You're not from around here. That makes two of us.
Yep. I am from Cyrodiil, apparently. And you know, the Skyrim is actually the only Elder Scrolls game that I've ever played. I haven't played any of the earlier ones. I'm probably going at some point, maybe even before this goes up, to post some first-time playing videos of the earlier games in the series. But this is actually the first one that I've played.
The terminology is clearly First Era or even earlier. I'm convinced this is a copy of a much older text. Perhaps dating to just after the Dragon War. If so, I could use this to cross-reference the names with other later texts.
Good. I'm glad you're making progress. My employers are anxious to have some tangible answers.
Oh, have no fear. The Jarl himself has finally taken an interest, so I'm now able to devote most of my time to this research.
Time is running.
The Dragonstone of Bleak Falls Barrow. Seems you are a cut above the usual brutes the Jarl sends my way.
Got you the Dragonstone. What now?
That is where your job ends and mine begins. The work of the mind. Sadly undervalued in Skyrim.
Undervalued everywhere.
My associate here will be pleased to see your handiwork. She discovered its location by means she has so far declined to share with me. So your information was correct after all. And we have our friend here to thank for recovering it for us.
You went into Bleak Falls Barrow and got that?
Yep.
Nice work. Just send me a copy when you've
Farengar.
deciphered it.
Farengar, you need to come at once. A dragon's been sighted nearby. You should come too.
All right.
Dragon. How exciting. Where was it seen? What was it doing?
I'd take this a bit more seriously if I were you. If a dragon decides to attack Whiterun, I don't know if we can stop it. Let's go.
And I'm also gonna use your map.
So, Irileth tells me you came from the Western Watchtower?
Yes, my lord. Tell him what you told me about the dragon.
Oh, that's right. We saw it coming from the south. It was fast. Faster than anything I've ever seen.
What did it do? Is it attacking the Watchtower?
No, my lord. It was just circling overhead when I left. I never ran so fast in my life. I thought it would come after me, for sure.
Good work, son. We'll take it from here. Head down to the barracks for some food and rest. You've earned it. Irileth, you'd better gather some guardsmen and get down there.
I've already ordered my men to muster near the main gate.
Good. Don't fail me. There's no time to stand on ceremony, my friend. I need your help again. I want you to go with Irileth and help her fight this dragon. You survived Helgen, so you have more experience with dragons than anyone else here. But I haven't forgotten the service you did for me in retrieving the Dragonstone for Farengar.
Thank you.
As a token of my esteem, I have instructed Avenici that you are now permitted to purchase property in the city. And please, accept this gift from my personal armory.
I should come along. I would very much like to see this dragon.
No. I can't afford to risk both of you. I need you here working on ways to defend the city against these dragons.
As you command.
One last thing, Irileth. This isn't a death or glory mission. I need to know what we're dealing with.
Don't worry, my lord. I'm the very soul of caution. I'll see you at the Watchtower as soon as the rest of the men have gathered.
Okay, and in the meantime, I am going to disenchant that Helm of Archery. Because that is an extremely good enchant to get early on in the game like this. Okay. So, we have descended into Bleak Falls Barrow, retrieved the Golden Claw and the Dragonstone, and now we're supposed to be tasked with going to fight a dragon. So, we're going to call this an episode. Make sure to check out the next one, and we'll see what happens down at the Watchtower. As always, thanks for watching.